Apapatanasa. I'm the founder and designer of AMISS. I started AMISS 3 years ago during the pandemic.
Yes. So proud of you, beautiful!
I think I've always kind of felt that way growing up as a woman of color, and the things I like to wear, maybe others didn't like. I wanted to find that word that represented that perspective, and that's why I named the brand AMISS. Fashion is really fast-paced. A lot of the 3D printed looks that we made in this collection were made in almost a week and a half. And that's what I love working with Josh, is that he can just keep up with that fast pace. I think we really need people in tech and people in fashion to get along and to work together on fixing and solving the issues of our industry.
My name is Josh. I'm one of the co-founders of AMISS. I didn't always think I was going to be in fashion. I thought I was probably going to be a programmer, but here I am. And it's been very fun with me and my sister sort of tackling something a little bit new that hasn't been done before.
Young Australians right now, we're facing a weird time. There's rising living costs and creative jobs are scarce. So I really think by having these kind of domestic creative tools available to you, you can kind of break free from traditional molds and have your own creative autonomy and really be able to tell your own stories, build your creative community online on the internet, and carve your own path.
In fashion specifically, we're able to do things that we couldn't do before. When we want to make a custom belt, we have to go contact one of our manufacturers, send them a sketch. By the end of the whole process, it's been weeks. We've gotten back a model file that isn't correct, and this process can take months.
Me and my brother, we sometimes have a lot of random ideas, and we just get on our computer, CAD model it out, and then in a couple minutes we print it and we can just see it in real time. I think 3D printing can be seen as a very mechanical and cold technology, but what I really like to challenge is, what if we make objects that are more organic, things that are more inspired by the natural world? With this collection, we were really inspired by the Australian bush, but also the natural landscape of Sri Lanka. And so to incorporate these two elements together, I was heavily inspired by shells, like seashells you see in the water. We wanted to bring these shells to life in a really surrealistic way. With 3D printing, we were able to rapidly get this made and printed in maybe a week before our show.
Especially as a small brand, where we have to meet these short deadlines with not a lot of resources, enabled us to much effectively develop products. We've been able to integrate all these technologies in this sort of ecosystem that they're very helpful with each other. Like, for example, our design is very organic, and we use scanners to scan in real-life objects, plants, because we like to draw our design from nature. Use them to CAD model corsets. So we have corsets made out of shells, and we've scanned shells, and we use that sort of model to amplify our design. It just shocks me to the fact that we can have something on our table that we have a laser and it's cutting things. We used it to make some laser-cutted skirts for our runway. It's not hard at all. It's basically plug in and play. It used to be a very technical thing that has now become very user-friendly. And so people in fashion design who aren't so technically orientated can actually access these technologies.
I think it's important to see 3D printing as a tool in your toolkit rather than something that it's on its own. It gives us the opportunity to collaborate globally, but then still design locally and make things really quickly in real time. We all want to create and make art. It's not just something that should be for artists. And so I think having these tools that you can have at home encourages that feeling of making craft.